What if you can feel peaceful on command with just a story? I'm Rhonda, and in less than 3 minutes, I'll help you unwind, reconnect, and feel calm again, using a method most people never think to try. So now, let's take a deep breath in. Let it fill you with calm, gentle energy. And as you exhale, allow your body to soften, your thoughts to slow, and your mind to open like a peaceful sky. Now, let your mind relax and listen. The Journey to Inner Strength, a hypnotic story about listening to what holds us back and discovering what's been waiting behind the fear all along. Elena had always moved through life like someone standing at the edge of a cliff, careful with every step, eyes on the horizon, but feet held by gravity of what if. She didn't mean to worry. It simply happened. Worry curled itself around her like a second skin, a quiet, persistent voice whispering what could go wrong, what she might forget, what she should have said, what she should not try. It followed her in the boardroom, at dinner tables, even in the stillness before sleep. And no matter how fast she worked, how much she planned, there was always a hum of unease beneath it all, as if a part of her was always bracing for impact. But one evening, when the world had quieted and the sky was painted in soft gold, Elena decided to walk. Not to go anywhere, just to breathe. The air smelled like fading sunlight and far-off trees. The path beneath her feet was familiar, but tonight it felt different. The way everything feels when you're too tired to carry your mask, and just honest enough to let the wind brush your skin without apology. She walked slowly, no destination, only release. And after a while, she came to a clearing. A place she hadn't planned to reach, but perhaps a place that had been waiting for her all along. A fallen log rested at the edge of a quiet grove. She sat, the sound of leaves whispering above her, the hush of the world beyond. And for the first time in a long time, Elena didn't try to fix anything. She simply listened. She closed her eyes, and in that stillness she noticed it. A quiet persistence inside her, familiar, ancient, constant. The part of her that had always been afraid, the voice of worry. But instead of pushing it away, she softened toward it. "What is it you're trying to tell me?" she whispered into the space of her own heart. There were no words in reply, only a feeling, a shape, and slowly, gently, she understood. The worry had never meant to hurt her. It had meant to protect her, to keep her safe, to help her prepare, to shield her from the sting of disappointment, the fall of failure, the ache of being seen. It had been a guard dog barking too loud, but loyal. And something inside her shifted. She placed her hand over her chest, felt the rhythm of her breath, felt the life still choosing her again and again. "I see you," she whispered inwardly, "and I thank you for keeping me safe when I didn't know how." The part of her that was afraid quieted, and then she asked, "Could you help me in another way? Not by stopping me from living, but by guiding me as I do." Could you remind me not just of the danger, but of my strength too? There was no thunderous reply, just a warmth, a subtle softening. And in her mind's eye, she saw something beautiful. Herself, standing taller, eyes steady, shoulders relaxed. Still the same Elena, but anchored, not fearless, but trusting. Not silencing the voice within her, but listening to it with new ears. She imagined the voice of worry, changing shape, transforming. Not gone, but evolved. A guardian, yes, but now the one that whispered reminders of resilience, of everything she'd survive, of everything she was. You're okay, it would say now. This is growth, not danger. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be present. A soft tear traced down her cheek, not from sadness, but from recognition, from relief, because she hadn't failed herself. She had simply never listened closely enough to hear the love hidden beneath the fear. When she opened her eyes, the sun had dipped below the trees. She stood slowly, felt lighter, not empty, just unburdened. And as she walked home, she wasn't escaping anything. She was walking with herself. Every now and then, that familiar whisper of worry would rise again. But it no longer made her flinch, because now she listened. She paused. She placed a hand on her chest and said, "I hear you. Thank you. Now let's keep going, together." She had not silenced the fear. She had simply transformed it into a companion of courage. And in that, she found her inner strength. It had been waiting there all along, waiting in the quiet, waiting for her trust. Hypnotic Induction, the whisper beneath the worry. Close your eyes and begin to settle into this moment, just as you are. Let your breath guide you inward, not rushed, not forced, just natural. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the weight of the day begin to slide from your shoulders. With each breath, you allow yourself to soften from the outside in. There's nothing you need to do, no one you need to become, just this breath. And now, this one. And now, I want you to imagine yourself walking down a quiet forest path. The sky is painted with colors of early evening, warm gold, soft rose, and the deep hush of blue just becoming to bloom. The ground beneath your feet feels familiar, comforting. Each step is a release, a letting go of thoughts, of tension, of the stories you've carried for far too long. As you walk, you begin to feel lighter, more you. Up ahead, there's a small clearing, and at the edge of it, a fallen log. You know this place somehow. It feels safe, ancient, like a memory from a dream you almost forgot. You sit. The air around you hums with quiet life. The rustle of leaves, the breath of the earth, the steady rhythm of your own heart. And in this stillness, you feel it, a presence within you, familiar and fragile. It's the part of you that worries, the part of you that overthinks, the one that whispers, "What if?" But tonight, you don't push it away. You listen, and gently you ask, "What are you trying to tell me?" There are no loud answers, just a feeling. And in that feeling, you realize this worry isn't your enemy. It's a part of you that once learned to protect you, to keep you safe, to shield you from hurt. You take a breath and place your hand over your heart. "Thank you," you whisper inwardly. "Thank you for keeping me safe. But I want to grow now, to live freely, to trust myself." And something begins to shift. The worry softens. The fear loosens its grip. And in its place, a new presence begins to rise. Not anxious, not urgent, but calm, steady, strong. It is still you, but a version of you rooted in trust, not fear. Awareness, not panic. Wisdom, not worry. This is your inner strength. And it's been waiting for you all along. Let it settle into your breath now, into your spine, into the space behind your eyes. Let it say to you, "I am with you. I will guide you. You are enough." And with every breath, feel that strength anchor more deeply into your being. You don't have to silence your fears. You only have to listen and lead them gently forward. And when you're ready, bring your awareness slowly back to the present, carrying that steady light within you. The voice that used to hold you back has become the whisper that carries you forward. The journey to inner strength is a gentle, emotional exploration of fear, self-awareness, and the transformation of oneself. Here are the key meanings. Number one, fear is often a misunderstood guardian. Elena's worry isn't portrayed as something bad or broken. It's a protective part of her trying to keep her safe. The story gently reveals that fear isn't weakness, it's love in disguise, misdirected and overprotective. Transformation begins not by silencing fear, but by listening to it. Number 2, stillness creates space for inner wisdom. The quiet forest clearing symbolizes a return to the self, away from the noise and pace of daily life. In stillness, Elena hears her deeper self, where healing and transformation begins. This teaches that insight doesn't come from striving, it comes from softening. Number 3, you can evolve without erasing who you are. Instead of getting rid of her inner voice of worry, Elena asks it to shift roles, from fear to supportive guidance. This reflects deep truth. Healing isn't destruction, it's reintegration. Every part of you belongs. Number 4, self-trust is growth, not given. Elena begins to trust herself by acknowledging her fear and choosing to lead with clarity. She doesn't need to be fearless. She just needs to walk forward with the part of her that used to hold her back, now transformed. Number 5, transformation happens through compassion, not control. The key turning point is when she thanks her fear instead of fighting it. This self-compassion opens the door for real change, showing that kindness is a catalyst for growth. Number 6, strength isn't loud. It's quiet and consistent. By the end, Elena doesn't roar. She walks home. Her strength isn't about grand gestures. It's the quiet knowing that she can trust herself now. True strength often comes from the inner calm, not outer conquest. And once again, you've done beautifully. By simply listening, you've given yourself the gift of stillness, of presence, and of healing. And maybe something inside you has shifted, subtly, gently, like a curtain parting to reveal just a little more light. If the story brought you peace, clarity, or a moment of rest, know that there's more waiting for you here. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can return whenever you need a soft place to land. For now, let this feeling stay with you. Let the story echo through the quiet and return anytime you're ready to listen. And until next time, be well.